Have you ever stood alone in a dark room, listening to the heartbreaking cries of a newborn, and realized that the only person responsible for comforting that baby was you? At just 18 years old, while my friends were busy choosing which university to attend, I was clutching my aching chest, struggling with the excruciating pain of blocked milk ducts. I looked into the old mirror in the bathroom of my tiny rented room. Fresh red stretch marks ran across my skin like lashes, striking the confidence of a young woman. The body that had once been slim and graceful now looked tired, worn out, and unfamiliar. My phone lay silently on the table. The last message from my baby's father contained only a few cold words. "I'm not ready. Figure it out yourself." After that, his phone number was permanently unreachable. Back in my hometown, after countless heated arguments, my parents declared, "If you walk out of this house, don't ever come back." Postpartum depression hit me like a flood. Every time I looked at my baby, my heart ached with love. Yet there were brief moments when a selfish thought flashed through my mind. If this child hadn't been born, my life would have been different. The moment that thought appeared, I would break down in tears, holding my baby close and apologizing over and over, knowing my words could never erase the guilt. Eventually, I returned to the relentless pace of life. The blaring horns of the city, the endless tapping of computer keyboards at 2 o'clock in the morning, and the old electric fan buzzing through the sweltering summer afternoons became my everyday soundtrack. In the middle of a city filled with hardship and temptation, I fought the harshness of life completely on my own. Love could never be exchanged for diapers or baby formula. At only 18 years old, with no college degree and no work experience, the world placed very little value on the labor of a young mother. I had to leave my baby with a kind elderly neighbor while I went to work. I took every job I could find, serving customers at coffee shops, cleaning houses by the hour, and handing out flyers on busy streets. On scorching summer days, I stood at busy intersections watching girls in school uniforms walk by, laughing together. Their carefree smiles tightened my chest. I couldn't help thinking that I should have been one of them. But the sadness eventually faded because I still had too many obstacles waiting ahead. There was no time to dwell on what I had lost. Late one night, my baby developed a fever of 39 degrees Celsius. I checked my pocket. I had exactly 50,000 Vietnamese dong left. I searched every corner of my tiny room, crawling under the bed and behind the cabinet, collecting every coin I could find just to buy medicine to bring down my baby's fever. As I gathered those scattered coins into my hands, tears quietly rolled down my face. I had never felt so helpless, so hopeless. But I couldn't spend the rest of my life buried in sorrow. People often say that the mud beneath your feet can stain your clothes, but that same mud can also nourish the most beautiful lotus flowers. I realized that if I gave up, there would be no one left to support my child. So I learned to lift my head again. Every night, while my baby slept from 10 p.m. until 2 a.m., I devoted those precious hours to studying. Since I couldn't attend university, I learned practical skills instead. I studied graphic design online, learned content writing, and even practiced baking. Eventually, I found the courage to call my mother. Not to ask for money, but simply to say, "Mom, I'm sorry." Then I let her hear her grandchild softly babbling the words, "Grandma." In the end, love proves stronger than anger. My mother sent me a sack of rice and a few eggs from our hometown. They were humble gifts, but to me, they became an enormous source of emotional strength. They reminded me that no matter how difficult life became, I was no longer fighting alone.
Ui, ngon lắm chị. Này lại xong cô đây lúc nó mình lấy để mình lau đến nào mới bán đấy, đủ ăn rồi.
If this story touched your heart, please share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you won't miss our latest videos.